Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can. Okay, I'll put on recording. Record this. Computer.
Recording in progress.
Yes. Okay. So we got that. Here it's recording. Hello. I just hope that, because I am learning Zoom, and I just hope that when it's recording, it will record, because yesterday I recorded one of the attendees the whole session, which is fine, but not everybody feels comfortable. So with that's why I want to make sure that everything is set. But okay, I guess we'll see. We have also a chat, so if you would like to ask a question, you can type in a chat, so then we don't interrupt each other and there is no echo created. So let's see how that goes. Also for the Facebook friends, you can type in chat. You can say hello in chat as well, or if there is a thought you have, you can put into chat, and we'll go with that. Okay. No. I don't know what. Oh, I am off the camera. I don't know why. Okay, I'm back. Okay. More Zoom sessions I will do, more about it I will learn. Okay. So, again, hello everybody. Hello. I'm really happy to be here with you and truly appreciated that all of you joined me here. It's actually today I am feeling a lot. I feel very soft and very gentle, vulnerable in a way, I can say. I was meditating and preparing myself for this session for the last 1 hour, maybe even longer, an hour and a half. Yes, an hour and a half, because that started from me taking a bath and also applying the lotions. It will make sense for you, but later on. But why I'm saying and sharing that is because this is about our body, our care for our body, and why it is important, and what happens when we actually start to be in our bodies and feel our body. And I know, and I would like to share my story as well. So let's see how it goes along the session, because there is so much as I was feeling, preparing myself for the session, that I try to even write it down and put it together, how I can intertwine the story and what I would like to share. I needed to close the notebook and put it away because it was too much. I was too much in my mind, and I just needed to ground myself in my womb, in my sacred energy, and I am trusting, as always, that everything what I have to say for all of us, because it's for you, but it's for me as well, whatever is expressed, that it's exactly as it's supposed to be. And so as I was preparing myself for this session, I took a bubble bath. I was allowing my body to truly relax and feel, and then applying lotions, and face creams and serums, which I think it's very important, especially for us women, because this is a way when we truly can reconnect and feel. Might be easier and might be harder for some of us, and sometimes, I'm saying sometimes because one day we feel that we are okay and more connected, more safe. So it's much easier to apply with the attention and intention, care to our bodies, and some days might be harder. When we feel maybe a little bit more sensitive. And here is a point that I would like to touch on. Sensitivity and relaxing, softening into our bodies are, in a way, two different things. When we are overly sensitive and our body feels so much, we are actually not in tune with our body. This oversensitivity tells us that we are not relaxed in our body. We are not in our body. We are up, out of our body. That our energy, especially from the chakras, the heart centers, everything goes up. It's not rooted in our lower energy centers. We are not connected with our hips, which is also very important for us women. This is where our source, our center, our root comes from. So our body, also our skin, may react and be more sensitive and show different sensitivities as well, like the redness, maybe some rash or eczemas. Different conditions as well are connected to where we are and how we feel or don't feel. So this is the communication of our body. This is the only way we can actually start to come back to ourselves by listening to what our body shows us, tells us, and how it feels or don't feel. So when we don't feel, when there is tension or numbness, that's also our body communicating with us that there is something missing. So now, being overly sensitive also brings us to that hypersensitive, overstimulated nervous system, that it's in a constant it's like I'm missing the word because I want to speak Polish right now. It's, yes, there is fight or flight, but also in a constant like attention, that ready when something is coming, right? It's in a constant readiness. It's hyperactive. It doesn't rest. So that's also where the inflammation comes in as well. So now another part that might be good to touch on is okay, when I come back to it, I'll go back to that because something okay. So now when she feels, which is a feminine part of you, safe and comfortable, she is landing into the body. And in the beginning, that may not feel as comfortable because, of course, when we are coming back to our body, we touch the places like, for instance, tension, that is in our body, and that might be certain type of discomfort. And when that discomfort, when that tension is touched, then we react because certain feelings are there awakening, and that is the load of energy. We can say that is, yes, that is a load of energy that was suppressed for a while. So now it's awakening and making it space to flow. So when you are coming back to your body, we talked about that last time, but just to mention that there, of course, that there is happening certain types of discomfort. So now going into trust and allowing ourselves to hear our body and and receive what it means to relax into our body. So what that means? It means that we slow down. It means that you feel more, but because you are in your presence, you are also grounded. You are grounding yourself in your body. You feel more safe because you feel more grounded, because your presence is grounding itself, taking a space in your body, filling up your body with that energy. When you feel relaxed in your body, you become more aware, more attentive. You see more beauty, and you also desire more beauty. The touch, like I said, with the is activation. When you apply your skincare products or take care of your hair, or the way you touch your body when you use body lotion. If you're in a rush, you don't pay attention. If you are paying attention, massaging your body, your touch is activating your energy. It's activating your nervous system as well. But I would like to say in a good way, but sometimes when a person is not ready to receive that gentleness and activation, it will bring the emotions as well. So if you can breathe through it and give yourself time and space for allowing it to see what is coming up, and if you can also be in that moment, that's okay. If you can't, then move as slow as it's comfortable for you. Now, aromatherapy, the face creams, oils, candles. In terms of the candles, I am all for the essential oils, not for the fragrances, because fragrances, they are not good for our health, but pure essential oils, pure aromas, flowers, all of that brings us back into our body. So then your body, like I said, feels more and more comfortable in expressing itself as well. Feels more comfortable in being exactly how it is. And why I think it's important, because when we are not connected with our body, we don't feel like ourselves. We don't feel enough. We don't feel like we can do something and then we may act out of arrogance, for instance, and like, yes, I can, I am self-made, I am doing this, and we may hurt people along the way, or out of or we don't take space for ourselves and we hide. That's me. That's me. I was hiding behind. I didn't know how to take space for myself. I was always very sensitive and more. I put myself more in service, and from putting myself more in service, I became a servant. I can say that. I became a servant, and that was the point where I was losing myself. I was losing my energy. Oh, okay. I'll try to get Caroline back on. Invite or how to. I am trying to help Caroline get back on. I don't know, maybe. Okay, let's see, maybe she can try again, and I don't know how to. I try to invite you, Caroline, but I can't as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I guess I'm touching a little bit on my story here, that I wasn't even aware that I was out of touch of being in my body, because I didn't even feel as much. I felt my body, but I didn't feel, compared to what I went through the last year and the understanding that I've gained and what happened within me. Now I can. Oh yes, she's back. You're back on. Okay. So, okay, I am 39, almost 40. I was 26 years old when I began my healing journey. I was, okay, before that, like most of us, very sparkly person, everything, at least to me, it was, I trusted, I wanted to do something, I did it. I didn't think how, I just did it. Like coming to America, 8 years old, boom, finish my school, mommy, I'm going, okay. So, that I had a lot of trust, and of course, I was also a child back then, so it's different. But as life went on, I couldn't understand why certain things happened and why I am maybe not heard or received as I wished. I couldn't understand that because the way I was brought up, I had a lot of love and trust. And I'm not saying that everything was perfect, because of course life is not perfect, so things happen everywhere. But the way I saw and felt the world, it was a little bit different that maybe most people, or not, I don't want it to sound better, but maybe in the environment that I was. And it's not better, it was just I was brought up differently, and maybe situations, places that I found myself was also different. And so I found myself always giving that trust and that understanding of why certain person or people behave certain way. And I didn't know, but I was carrying that. I didn't see myself because of that, because it's different when we can share and hold the space for other human beings, when we hold it and know ourselves. So that is different space. And I wasn't in that understanding back then. I was constantly understanding others, seeing beauty in others, but couldn't understand why I wasn't received the same way. So, and also why I was put down, maybe because I was different as maybe other people, because they didn't understand, then they put me as a different maybe person, and I was judged for that. But nonetheless, I do feel like that is a journey for all of us, so I don't want to make a distinction like something is better or worse. It's just a journey. So I met two women that they in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. They were working with energy, and that's how my journey began. I was 26 years old. I began to stutter. I didn't speak. I was afraid of speaking, and I met these ladies, and they did energy healing on me. Then somehow I met a person. She came for a facial treatment. I met a person who did Reiki. So then she introduced me into Reiki. Then I wanted to explore and learn more about what are healing arts, what is energy healing. And I met another friend who introduced me to Buddhism. That was a diamond mind, diamond way for them. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I don't want to say it in the wrong way. It was a Buddhism world. So this is how I was also. And I met Lama. I was blessed. And so that was another way of me getting even more into the spirituality and of the mind, and also the mind. Then along the skincare, working with herbs, this I didn't even know how much of an impact it had on me and who I am. I didn't understand that the way I compose a skincare product, it was communication on energy level first with the alchemy of herbs, flowers. Because I was in a school, but to me it wasn't making and counting a recipe. To me it was a person coming to me. I saw her alchemy. I created the product with the alchemy she needed. But I didn't understand that. So until few years later. And so the way I create the products were also created not only for the physical aspect, but first everything started in energy. So then being around people for my community as built it when I was doing facials, so that's another thing. And then so much curanderismo, shamanism. When I received the teachings, I was blessed to be, and I think this was the most beautiful and like evolving me as a person, to study with curanderas, the rose healing, that it was passed on me. I was initiated by Rita, Bob, who taught us Temazcal ceremony. So a lot, also curandera. Then also I studied Toltec arts of healing, ancient Mayan traditions, and yoga. Yoga, I think I was 30 years old when I began with my teacher, Stephen. Hatha yoga, traditional, very ancient, and till today I practice. Whether those are asanas or in life, I think yoga gave me even, and meditations, this like put me together. It gave me the most understanding and working with my body and going in and meditate. This put it everything together for me. And I remember I had this feeling of, it doesn't matter what type of healing art you're studying or learning, because everything is one, everything is nature. And the source of nature is the source how we heal. Universe, unseen, seen, this is as our bodies, exactly, this is all nature. So everybody has their own ways, and I'm thankful for them and for the teachings, but to me right now everything is one. In terms of yoga also, what I wanted to say, it's huge. Doing the asanas, we think that we have to stretch and we have to pull and push. I'm not sure, do you? I think, Sarah, you do yoga, right? Yes? Yes, okay. If anyone wants to share with me, please let me know if you guys ever practiced yoga. So, to me, this was the most, I think, bizarre and exquisite understanding that I received when I was not able to practice yoga. Especially, I'm gonna talk recently. Once a week or every 2 weeks, I have my session. This is my sacred moment with my teacher. And I wasn't able to practice as much. He also went to Japan. But because of relaxing even more into my body and melting into whatever situation was presented, and I brought it into my body, all of that, when he came back, I wasn't starting at the point of where I was, or I didn't, how you can say that, like move backwards. I actually got moved even forward. So I didn't have to, even if you don't practice asanas, but you practice yoga energetically, you relax into your body, you still move forward. Your body is also more yes. Oh, I wanted to read. Just a second. I am 30 and starting my process maybe a year ago. I also do astrology. It's very healing, but mostly yoga. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. So yoga, as I was saying, yoga gave me like really visual understanding of who we are and how we are, even if we don't stretch, because something else is stretching us as well. Our breath, our presence, who we are becoming, and how we are allowing that to that energy to feel our body. And so my understanding is also, and what I went through and how I felt in my body, that everything begins with an energy, everything. And it's very hard for us to understand that because we don't see it. Our mind wants to understand, rationalize by having a proof. But here, with the energy world, we need to have trust and faith, and basically believe that once we are rebuilding, coming back to our body and feeling more and more of our energy, of our becoming, that the trust has to be there, because we meet certain feelings as well that are coming up to the surface, and with that comes discomfort as well. And this is why oftentimes, and counting me as well, we move away because we don't understand, we cannot bridge. What is it happening? Am I expanding, or something wrong is happening to me, or that doesn't work? So that's why sometimes it may become kind of like a okay, I'm in it, but I'm not. So we go in, then we move back because we don't have a proof right away. But if we can trust in our body will tell us what it needs, how it needs, because our intuition is awakening and it's speaking through our body. When it's landing even more into the sacral energy, into our womb, that's where we hear also more and can get in tune with that frequency, with our intuition. Now, what I wanted to share, yes, our breath. Our breath also becomes deeper and calmer, and it expands our body as well. So when we breathe, when we feel tension, one of the practices and exercises we can do for ourselves daily, it's to slow down when something is happening and just breathe into the area that feels tense or feels awkward or feels sensitive or feels, so we don't run away from feeling it. We are stepping into feeling it, everything, so then we can move that energy in our body. That's where the alchemy actually begins, when we can begin to feel. I hope I'm not losing you. It's everything is on point right now. I don't, okay, because sometimes I am worried, maybe that's my mind is coming in, that maybe I am oversharing and that's I'm maybe losing. Perfect, yeah, perfect. Okay. Okay, so that brings me okay, making decision. So our body tells us as well, when we are relaxing even more and more into our body tells us what it needs, or what kind of change it needs, whether it's food, whether it's life change, whatever we need. Our body speaks to us because our soul is speaking to us, and more we listen to our soul, more and more we meet our presence, the more we expand, and the more of that passion, our dreams, everything that we came here, our mission, our dreams, whatever we came here for, is awakening. So it's might be very uncomfortable when we don't trust it, might be very weird or odd. It's like it's impossible. But if we can trust that voice, things are starting to change and shift. So a year ago, when I made a decision to change, bring a change into my life, my body started to get sick in a way, like a lot of fevers, a lot of pain, also like how you call, I forgot a cold, but like COVID, things like that. So, and I started from zero. This was my new beginning. Me, my daughters, I started from zero. No money in my account. So this was very, also to make a decision to go, it was very, it took a lot of trusting in that inner voice, my heart, that I am moving forward, and I'm gonna be okay, and my 2 little girls are gonna be okay. So, but I did, and I decided that this is the time, make it or break it. And to me, I could, even when I did that step, I didn't know what's gonna happen. I could either suppress my inner voice to certain, to feel just a little bit, and then go with my mind. And why I'm saying this, because okay, I could go for less. I could, let's say, go and find the first job that is there, for instance, right in front of me, or I could allow the process to happen and allow myself to receive the job, receive the dreams slowly, everything that I needed to receive to provide for myself and for my kids, from that inner space of knowing divinity. So as I was not feeling well, everything started to shift, and I received a lot of help. I didn't ask for it even. I began to receive help from places that I didn't even know that it will come without asking. Then it was the moment for me to accept that help, to receive that help. So that was another thing that my body needed to process, because it's easy to receive to a certain limit that you're comfortable, of course, but then also it's easier to receive when you have it, when you can give, because right away it's like, I receive, oh, let me give you back something, right? Or we are givers. This is our virtue. Human beings are, most of the times, most of us, a giver. So we give, we give, we give. But what replenishes us? Receiving. When we allow ourselves to receive, that is replenishment for our soul, for ourselves. And that starts with simple, you look beautiful. Oh, your hair is beautiful today. And let's say, I always come back to it because I work in the beauty industry. So we don't know how to receive. We push it back, or we can receive, and that's how our body feels replenished too, right? So there are different ways of receiving. So now, how are you receiving when you don't have? Because I was not having a panic attack, but my chest was feeling really heavy when I was receiving. Not everything, certain things were okay, were comfortable. Certain things I was like, this is like too much. I needed to take a break, go where nobody saw me, and just expand my gratitude, allow myself to receive, my heart to receive, and stay with that instead of push away. Because if I wouldn't receive, I wouldn't be able to replenish myself. And at that moment, I was not able to give. I was able to give a hug, I was able to give a word, I was able to give certain things, but I wasn't able to give physically gifts, I don't know, like materialistic stuff, any materialistic stuff. So why I'm sharing this? Because it took me a lot of trust to actually come back to myself and feel who I am and begin to live from that space. It took me a lot. I couldn't speak to people. And my dream, my mission, I felt that I have to speak, that I have to do what I am doing right now. But I couldn't. In 2020, I wrote my first masterclass. I sat down, I meditated, I wrote it. And when I read it, I'm like, what that is? But I couldn't give it to people. I couldn't share that. I was writing a lot of poetry. healing poetry. I didn't share that. I couldn't speak. I wasn't feeling myself. I wasn't replenished. I did not feel enough. I was fully up, but I wasn't comfortable being down. Constantly, when I began to feel a little bit more down in my body, I was thrown out of my body. I was thrown because I didn't know also that I allowed that. My standards, my values weren't heard, and I didn't know how to make myself be heard, be seen. So that another journey started for me, to see myself, understand myself, and allow myself to be just as I am and who I am. But that was the journey inward, even deeper. So the energetics, I had deep understanding. I had deep understanding of, for humans, I was working with energy with many people, but to go deeper and deeper was also allowing myself to go back to my body and feel myself. So my body was going through transitions as well. I had moments where it was so much emotional things coming back and bringing actually a lot of emotions that my body, my uterus was pushing so much forward over the summer that it was nothing wrong. I checked with the doctor, everything is good. But my body was acting differently because it was changing, it was transforming. So I needed to stay in tune with that and trust. I'm not saying don't check with your doctor when something is happening. Yes, do that, but also give yourself comfort. Allow yourself to feel, to put your hands on your body, to touch your body, to ask what is happening over there. Because it's so hard for us humans to take care of ourselves intentionally with true care, our body. And now, how about our energy? Where is that? That's our daily care. It should be, right? Our daily care, our mind, the health of our mind. Because we're drifting so much into our thoughts that we forget actually who we are because of that. And who we are is, we can feel it and we can know when we are in our body, fully present. So now I made myself, I began to practice every day. There was no one day, doesn't matter if I was sick, feeling good or not feeling good, whether I couldn't move, I was just going into the energy and allowing myself to slowly feel. Even if I didn't feel, even if I didn't see, intentionally I was there. To be honest, recently, maybe 2-3 months ago, and now it's going even deeper and deeper because I am in my body. My mission, my trust is pushing me even more into doing things that I always felt I wanted to do, like this masterclass. And so this is, I want you to feel that if you begin, this is the most important thing, if you begin to feel your body more and more, and your body, you will feel your intuition, you will feel yourself and what is your mission, your passion, what you came here to do and experience. If you will listen to that voice and do it, you will only expand. If you will suppress it, you will stay in the same place or shrink yourself. It depends at what capacity that suppression is happening. That painting behind, I painted. I never painted in my life. So this was, I had a feeling that I wanted to paint something. And even my friends, like, but you don't paint. I said, I know. But I feel like I want to do it, like something is there. And so I went, despite of everybody, and like when we talked about that, I bought that canvas. And I bought big one because I felt it has to be big one. I bought those colors. There's a lot of sparkles because I love the sparkles. 24 karat, that glitter, right? So I painted that. And I remember as I was painting, the feeling I had, it was a circle of life. So there is a lot of different dynamic over there. I don't know, like a lot of everything. It's in there. That's me. That's life. I guess this is what I put it over there. It's what I felt. But if I would suppress the manifestation of who I am, or I don't know, the feeling of who I am, the piece of me wouldn't be expressed, and I would suppress myself because of that. So because of that, when we suppress ourselves, we feel lack of something. We don't feel enough, because to be truthful, we are vast as human. Our soul is infinite. Infinite. There is so much of everything in there. I don't know everything. But what I've touched and what I can share is that when you listen and do as you feel, you begin to expand yourself. Your body will feel differently, so that's when we have different practices to relax, to breathe in, yoga, the sound practices, meditations, even your skincare routine, the way you take a bath. All of this is a practice. I can say life, yoga. Yoga, it's not only asana, right? Yeah. So this is why it's so important for me to bring that, for us women, bring us back to that feeling, because that's the feminine energy. It doesn't mean that men don't have it. Men and women have both, feminine and masculine. And the masculine is what gives us support and structure. And if we can feel supported, and when you are sitting down on your chair or laying down, when you feel supported, that's where your feminine can breathe and express and receive as well. But when we shrink ourselves, that's where we close ourselves for receiving life and receiving ourselves, who we are, and opening to give that, share that. So yes. Oh, thank you. That painting is so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will share that maybe next time. There's another painting that I painted. I shared that on my social media. Maybe you saw it as well, Sarah. It is a blue, it's half of that painting, and I saw during my yoga practice. I saw it in my womb, and the painting is my womb. it is a vast universe. I will share that. I don't know if any of you saw that painting, but just yeah, just simply sharing and feeling yourself and knowing that you are everything. And you can feel that everything when we lose that control, not when we allow ourselves to relax and lose that control of how we're supposed to be. And I'm not saying to be either one way, like I said, too much out, it's not about being too much out of our body and so sensitive that we cannot ground ourselves. No, it's about being very much present and becoming aware of how we feel, how people feel around us, but instead of taking that on ourselves, allowing them to be and feel. And that starts with us being rooted and feeling ourselves in our presence. So if we want to create the space for other people, we start with ourselves. And that's also with replenishment, with taking care of our bodies, and yes, everything that I said. So I don't have to go from the beginning, even though I wished I would, but we have that on our recording. So, and with that being said, I would like to do a little practice today as well. And I wish I could play the music, but yesterday I learned that on Zoom we won't be able to hear the music. So this is something that I am learning along the way. And yes, it's good to start something and then you learn everything. We don't have to figure it out everything right away, right? We're doing it and then we're learning. So I will do it again without the music today, and I hope I can learn and figure it out the Zoom, how I can play the music, because I think that also when we hear the music, this is something that awakens our senses as well, and it helps us to dive in even deeper. Sometimes, because silence is also very important, and being in the silence is precious as well. So maybe this is why we have to be in the silence today. Yeah. So I would ask all of you, my beautiful souls, to sit down comfortable. I'm trying to feel, okay, sit down comfortable. If you have something to, like a chair to lean back, you can lean back on a chair as well. If not, that's fine. And then close your eyes. Breathe in. Take a nice soft breath in. Breathe out slowly through your mouth. Allow yourself to feel your body becoming heavy. It's heavier with every breath. Feel your body, feel its heaviness. Allow yourself to feel whatever your body brings up with that heaviness. Now this is how I see. Allow yourself to envision that the channel from the crown chakra, from the top of your head, like there is a channel opening, and from heaven you begin to receive energy that goes down to the solar plexus. Okay. So now, as you receive that energy, bring your attention to the earth. This is in another opening. Breathe in and feel how the energy from earth, I see it as a golden, orangish energy, is filling up your body and meets the divine energy at the solar plexus as well. And that becomes a beautiful ball of the two energies that are blending in together. Light blue, white energy with golden, orangish, fiery energy. Both of them begin to blend. Allow yourself to feel the two of them. Allow your body to move the way it wants to move. If it feels like to move a little bit, that's fine. Now, I would like you to allow that energy to start slowly, like this ball, moving through your body, like massaging, starting at your belly, we're gonna go down first, going towards your right side, your liver, slowly moving to your left side, your pancreas, going down through your stomach, your intestines. I see a lot of body work today we have. Okay, goes through your kidneys. It cleanses, purifies, energizes your organs, your tissues. Your tissues are being restored right now. Allow that to happen. It's moving around slowly, purifying and replenishing your body. If there is anything that brings you discomfort, if you can, just breathe through it and allow yourself to release that energy towards that light. If you can. If you can't, that's okay. Let it be. Then your hips. Feel that beautiful, strong, purifying bubble in your hips. How it's moving, how it's cleansing, how it's replenishing your energy and your body. Just breathe. Your body feels strong, heavy. Maybe it's becoming a little lighter, but still it's present and grounded. Now allow that light to go down into your left leg. Purify over there, replenish, re-energize to your feet. Once it feels ready, you may allow that energy go back up and to the right leg, working towards the feet. This is how your body is beginning to replenish itself, restructurize, and also allows your soul to expand, to receive the energy, divine energy, to expand it even more. Now when you're ready, you can imagine, envision that ball of energy is moving up towards your chest. Breathe in and allow yourself, allow your being to expand itself in that area, its presence. Let your lungs be purified so they can breathe with more ease. Your heart, bring the strength to your heart, to your lungs, the whole circulatory system. Your body is your machine that really, because of your spirit, can move and feel and be strong, and your spirit actually can be felt only because it is in this beautiful body. Your body is your sacred temple. Breathe in and out through this purification, through this process of strengthening. Feel how energy is moving into your arms. First to your right hand, to your palms, and when you're ready, feel how that divine energy is massaging your left arm, hand, and palm, and restoring every cell in your muscles, in your bones, in your skin. This is your moment of restoration. When you're ready, I would like you to feel and move that energy to your throat, your neck. Allow your thyroid gland, your whole now I'm going back to the thymus thymus gland. Okay, everything is being restored. All the muscles, tendons, your whole throat, everything is being restored. Your jaw is beginning to feel unclenched, more relaxed. Feel how the energy is massaging the whole jaw, TJM, your mouth, outside and inside, your teeth, your tongue. Everything is being restored, rejuvenated, re-energized. Your nose, your eyes, your forehead, your skull, the front and the back, your whole head. Allow your human body to feel its energy body, its presence. Breathe in that presence. Everything you need is in there. And in this moment, I would like for you to stay open if you can and imagine whether this is pink hearts, golden hearts, or clouds, or flowers, whatever speaks to you, as it is your energy. We are going call in all your energy that you left somewhere, doesn't matter where, everywhere where you went, everywhere you felt misunderstood, doesn't matter. Right now, this is the time that you can reclaim fully your self, the parts of yourself, and allow yourself to receive as much as you can. This is you coming back home, and all feelings are welcome. If you need to move, if there are tears, if you need to scream, you can do whatever you need, whatever your body feels. Give yourself that permission. Oh. your body to feel its presence, the frequency of divine universe. Allow yourself to melt into that presence. Feel how in your back, the spine from the coccyx through your head is becoming all blue and supportive and very you can feel the structure, its support. Allow yourself to feel that safety, presence of that masculine energy that is there in you and supports you always, every second. Feel how energy from your spine disperses all around your body, your nervous system. Everything is replenished. The energy channel, everything is being replenished right now through His presence. He is. He is. He is. So now she and her radiance can feel safe to awaken and dance from her source. Feel her in your hips, in your womb, and allow yourself to be filled with her creative, nourishing energy. Feel your own her. Feel your own divine she. She knows. She has her voice and she speaks to you and through you, through your body, through the movement, through her beauty. It doesn't need to be loud. It's slow. It's silent. It is a feeling. And she moves when she feels. The two of the most beautiful energies, divine energies, are in your body, flowing freely. You are coming back home. You are returning. And where that journey leads you, you don't have to know. Allow yourself to become, to be your own becoming. It will guide you. She will guide you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When you're ready, you may open your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If there's any questions or a sharing, if any one of you would like to share, you may share. If you would like to stay in silence, you may stay in silence. Thank you. Thank you as well for your presence and for the experience. And thank you, all of you. So in this moment, we will finish our session. There will be one or maybe two more, we'll see. It's supposed to be 3 sessions, but I constantly feel like there might be more. So we'll allow to flow. If you will have any questions, or you may write to me directly or in our Facebook group or on Instagram, and or simply share something with me. I would love that. Yeah, we'll continue to see each other very soon. I will give you a date and time within the next maybe 2 days, maybe tomorrow, maybe 2 days. I want to feel all of us and the energy when it's the perfect timing. So thank you. Thank you. Record.